still did because he's a disgusting human being. Because he's also the brother of Joaquin Castro. So here's a tweet that the disgusting, vile human that is Joaquin Castro posted on Twitter on August 5th, which is basically 2 days ago. He says, sad to see so many San Antonians as of 2019 maximum donors to Donald Trump. The owner of that barbecue place and the historic Bill Miller Barbecue, owner of Historical Pearl, realtor, Phyllis Browning, senator, contributions are fueling a campaign of hate that labels Hispanic immigrants as invaders. But notice on this list, though, there is no Hispanic names. Okay, let's bring up this list real quick. Is there any Hispanic names there? Let's see. Barrett, Beck, Bowman, Browning, Codwelder, Duke, Gill, Grundhofer, and then the Fogel, Bowman, Harper, Holderstein. Oh, no, there isn't. So why would he do that? Well, let's be honest. There's a reason why he did it. He's essentially, in my opinion, promoting hate. He wants people to be doxxed. Now he's going to say, well, and in this long, gigantic, nice ratio, by the way, here. This long response to his Twitter post here is basically, it's like, well, it's public records. Really? That's great. But even though it's public records, should you do it? I don't think you should have done it. Especially now, especially after all this division going on. And that's what it is exactly, division. So, again, should he have done it? In my opinion, no. But he still did because he's a disgusting human being. Because he's also the brother of Joaquin Castro, the former HUD director, I think he was, whatever. And he's also the one of the 26,000 Democratic candidates for 2020. But notice that, like I said, there's no Spanish or Hispanic donors. So you're thinking out of everyone in San Antonio, there's no Hispanic donors? Oh yeah, there is. But I'm not going to put out the list, okay? Because I'm not going to do what this a-hole has done. He's a disgusting human being. He should be ashamed of himself, but he isn't. But as of a couple minutes ago, this is from Talking Points memo, Joaquin Castro protests GOP outcry over Trump donor tweet, they're public records. What a dick. Yeah, they're public records, but should you show them? How about we find out your public records? They're Joaquin. How about that? How about we go and see who your maximum donors are? I know what you're going to say. Well, you're in public records, go right ahead. Maybe we should, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. Why? Because I'm not an asshole. Because I don't need to broadcast those people. This is the reason why I don't donate to any, regardless of what candidate I like. I won't donate to them. I've never have, and I never will. And I won't do it. Why? Because of shit like this. It's because of far leftist douche canoes such as Joaquin fucking Castro does this bullshit. God damn, man. This country is headed for a soft civil war. Kind of something with a soft, cold civil war, I think. I think I'm making that up. I think Tim Pool called it a cold civil war, meaning that there's not really too much violence yet, but there'll be off and on violence, kind of like the Cold War with the Soviet Union and the United States for many years, where the two countries didn't fight, they used proxies to fight against each other, essentially. So, let's see, Representative Joaquin Castro, Dickhead, Texas, dismissed Republican outcry over his tweet listing up top donors of President Donald Trump's campaign, asserting that are, quote, public records, unquote. Castro, who also serves as his brother Joaquin Castro's campaign manager, addressed a backlash on MSNBC Shitbirds Wednesday morning. Quote, when you make a political contribution, especially to a federal candidate, that's a public record, said in Morning Joe. And also, the graphic lists people's names, and many of them are business owners, so they actually own those companies. Those prominent donors them public figures, or many of them public figures. But their money's being taken and used to fuel these hateful ads. You're fucking hateful, you asshole! Jesus Christ! And it has put millions of people in their country in fear. Unquote. What a dick. God damn. Some prominent Republicans leapt to the tweet and accused Castro of endangering donors. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy stated in his tweet, targeting and harassing Americans because of their political beliefs is shameful and dangerous. What happened to when they go low, we go high? Or does that no longer matter when your brother is polling at 1%? Americans deserve better. And he shows a tweet. Steve Scalise. People should not be personally targeted for the political views. And they shouldn't, because that's what Joaquin Castro is doing, indirectly. This isn't a game. It's dangerous and lives are at stake. I know this firsthand. Remember a couple years ago where Steve Scalise was shot, almost killed, by a raving far leftist lunatic Bernie Sanders supporter? Remember that? I do. Pepperidge Farm does. Oh my God. Donald Trump Jr. took to this Fox News, Fox and Friends in the morning, and there you go. I'm gonna go over these tweets real quick, like. So it says, this asshole, Michael Signorelli, this is important. Thank you for doing it. These people are funny, not just any campaign. Fuck you. How about that? Michael Signorelli. And then this twat here says, we need to pay attention to it. Fuck you too. And then luckily a really good person here says, I will report you for doxing. You have been warned. Isn't this public information if they gave you $200? So yeah. So you see where this is going. I'm not going to read all of them, but you can see where essentially this is heading. Shit like this is going to get people hurt. And I'm not going to be a part of it. I will point out stuff like this, but I'm not going to be a part of Joaquin Castro and Julian Castro's bullshit. Because he's an asshole. Joaquin Castro is a complete, unadulterated asshole. These two blue checkmarkies are assholes. Michael Signorelli and Melissa Joe Peltier. They're assholes. Screw you. You're terrible people. You're just terrible. Plain and simple. And I'm really getting sick and tired of this shit. But, again, what can I do? Basically nothing. You know? So, again, we're in a dangerous time right now, because this political division has gotten to the point to where you can't discuss anything with anybody. You're a racist, bigot, homophobe if you disagree with the left. And most of the violence is coming from the left. Now, if you say, what about El Paso? El Paso was a guy that was all over the place. So don't get pulled with that bullcrap. And still, I have not got a good, firm answer on what happened in El Paso, other than what we know, that a lot of people were murdered in a Walmart. Other than that, I don't know. But we do know about Dayton. That guy, you guessed it, was Elizabeth Warren's supporter. Shouldn't Elizabeth Warren suspend her campaign and mourn with the loss of life? She won't, because she's a disgusting human being as well. What a world we live in.